how do you know when therapy has run its course and it's done? Everyone's going to be different. It's going to be different for you as if you're a neighbor. But have you met the initial goals? Have there been new goals that you need to meet? Obviously, no one's going to be perfect. But would you say that you, your child, your family are in a pretty healthy place? There's some resiliency. There's some ability to rebound from setbacks.
I think you start noticing, okay, there's less distance between us. There's probably less, I guess, quote unquote, acting out those behaviors that you probably noticed in the beginning, or even those were the reasons as to why you were concerned or initially interested in bringing your kid to therapy in the first place.
Once you've been going to weekly therapy for a while and you have some consistent track record, a couple months or so, of things been going pretty well, we're handling difficulties very well, then pull it back to every other week. See if you maintain that consistency and that resiliency. And if so, you can pull it back. And it's not a goodbye forever. It's just a goodbye for now. You can always come back to therapy if things come up again, unexpected problems come up, or if problems that were addressed come back. We're all humans. We're all going through this process. So it's really important that it's a resource to use when needed.
And I think the therapist also can be that type of person to be like, hey, I think maybe your kid's doing amazing, right? Let's have a conversation about let's move to every other week. And it's not this hard cutoff or goodbye, right? It's always, hey, I want to check in and see how you're feeling. To me, it looks like you're doing really, really good, right? So it just depends on the relationship you've established and kind of the therapist point of view of that progress.
In teen therapy, sometimes kids can be resistant to therapy. That's normal. That's a normal part of therapy. We see it all the time. How long that resistance lasts depends on the kid. That's part of the therapy growth. If your kid is resistant to therapy, but you feel it's a good fit and a good therapist, let it play out. Let that therapist have the time to build the rapport and build the trust and break through that resistance. If you feel that therapist is not the right fit, shop around, find someone else, but also address it with your therapist. There may be something going on that if you address with a therapist, that may give your therapist new information to help support your kid in a new way. And again, communication is always key. But again, if you feel like it's not working, find another avenue. Maybe group therapy is going to be a better option for your kid. Maybe it's a different therapist. Maybe you've started with a therapist and that therapist like a different gendered therapist or someone who is more specialized in a certain demographic or cultural norm for that your kid. So it's really important that you collaborate with your kid and your therapist, figure out if continuing or stopping is best for your kid.
All right. So if you are a parent looking for therapy for your kid, we would love to help you, hear you out, and even point you in other directions if you eventually realize that we're not the right fit.
We are happy to have an in-depth conversation with you on the phone to really assess your concerns, your needs, your kids' needs. And if it's not one of us who can help your kid, all of us love working with kids and teens and families. Again, if it's not us, we will find the right referral.
There will be someone that is the right fit for you and your child, and I hope it can be us.